Hello friends, it's the Worship Barista. I'm here in Brighton, Michigan at the 242 Commons Coffee Shop at the CM Connect Conference. And I am here with my friend Tory Almond, and he is a missionary overseas. Tory, I'm so glad you're joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thanks for taking time to be here. So tell me a little bit about your ministry and what you do.
All right.
And where you are.
Okay. Well, I'm in Amsterdam, from the Netherlands. A lot of people are like Amsterdam, Michigan, because I guess there's an Amsterdam, Michigan. Who knew?
No.
And it's not the one in New York either.
A little
it's
further away.
Yeah. And I moved over there in 2011 and started working with the international kids there at the International Church, and just fell in love with it. I started off as a high school director, and then now I'm basically 8, 9 to 14, hanging out with the kids. But then we also have a small group of kids, a bunch of internationals. We call it Crossroads Fuse, because we're fusing kids from all over the world into one little group.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, we've got 12 different nationalities within our tiny little group of 25, 30 kids.
Oh, that's so cool.
So it's really neat to see all these international kids. They're just looking for community,
right,
and friendship and fellowship. And because, their parents have taken them away from their home country, away from friends and family.
Yeah.
And they're moving them, and they're just looking for a place to belong and fit in and
somewhere
feel
to connect.
connected.
Yeah,
Absolutely. And so we've got kids from outside the church they see stuff on their friends' Instagrams, on their Snapchats, and they're like, I want to come to this. So it's a huge ministry opportunity to bring kids from outside the church in and join this fun, energetic, loving community.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Very good. So being over there, what are some of the challenges you face in leading worship for your students, for your kids?
Right. And this is one of the things we've been talking about, and just we'd love to do worship. We struggle with finding resources, really.
Finding resources. And what about volunteers, like people to lead?
People that can lead, people that are willing to take up their time, because it takes a lot of time to do this.
It does, absolutely.
And so, the European people value their free time.
Oh, of course.
Sure. A lot. And so to be able to say, hey, can you give up time? It's like, I don't know.
Right.
It might be sunny that day.
Well, one thing, in talking with Tory and in talking with several of the other children's ministers here at the conference, something that we have been discussing is giving the students ownership over some of the songs. Because sometimes it is hard to find people to help lead worship. And it's been said many times that videos don't lead worship, people lead worship. And to find the people to help lead the worship, even if it is with a video, having somebody live and on stage certainly helps draw people in.
Right. It gives a different energy.
It does give
to
a
the
different
whole atmosphere.
Absolutely. And one of the things that we have been discussing is giving students ownership over some of these songs, because sometimes the adult volunteers, like you said, they don't have time.
Right.
They're being split into too many different places. But if we give students ownership of a song, say we've talked about doing like the same set list for about a month or so, using the same 4 songs. And so if you know that ahead of time and could give a kid, say, okay, Sally, to this month we're doing this song, and I want you to be the worship leader. I want you to create the motions. Of course, you need to get them approved. Don't let Sally just get up there and do whatever she wants.
She knew that little thing where they're going back and forth.
Right, the grater, whatever.
Floss.
The floss, that's it.
Right.
So giving students the ownership over some of these songs, not only does it help them feel connected and a part of the ministry, now the other students are also looking up to them, and they want to be involved as well. They want to say, I want to do that too.
Right.
Can I lead a song? And so what we're doing is we are developing the next generation of worship leaders. That is what our goal is, because we can get up and do it all day long, but if we're not teaching the students what it means to lead worship, how to lead worship, it's going to die off.
Yeah.
Right. And we don't want to just get up and entertain. We want the worship that we do, we want the music that we do to be something that is purposeful and is teaching something as well. So when we talk about worship, we're not just talking about music, because worship is not just music. Worship is how we live our whole life.
Absolutely.
And when we're talking about worship in this context, we are meaning the music time of our worship services. So you're needing resources, so that is exactly what we do, is we provide those resources. We provide the music, the training, and we are your source for new worship resources. That's a little worship barista tip for you this week to just help the students engage, give them some ownership, and grow the next generation of worship leaders. So I hope that helps, and I hope maybe your students can engage that way.
Yeah. Well, and what's neat, you said have a playlist.
Yeah.
And if you do that, you could easily create a Spotify playlist.
Right.
Share it with the families in the church so they can be at home singing it, playing it in the car, playing
Great
it while
idea.
they're cooking dinner.
Yes.
So that way the kids are already familiar with the songs, and then they're not learning a song and the words.
That's correct.
All
That
at
is
the same time. So that's just kind of my my
brilliant.
input there. Yeah.
You are a Worship Barista apprentice. How's that?
There you go. I just can't play an instrument, so
It's all about the coffee, right?
I think I was the only youth ministry major that didn't play guitar at my university.
That's all right.
Yeah.
There's
still time.
There's
There's
still
still
time.
time.
Yes, there is. Yeah. Well, Tory,
Cool.
thank you so much for
Thanks, Justin.
joining us and hanging out with us this week.
Absolutely.
This is the Worship Barista. Remember, we are brewing fresh worship music resources to fill your ministry needs. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Visit our website and subscribe to our YouTube channel for original music, lyric videos, and more.